Here it is, the 2015 Soul EV, Kia's first all-electric vehicle here in the US, on sale right now in California, coming to other markets throughout the year. Hello and welcome back to Everyman Driver. I'm Dave Erickson. Thanks so much for watching. Kia calls it a hip urban crossover. It comes in two trim levels, the base and plus. We have the plus. A lot to talk about today. Let's get started first by popping the hood. So under the hood, we have a 27 kilowatt lithium ion polymer battery. This kicks out 109 horsepower, 210 immediate pound-feet of torque. So yes, you press the pedal, this thing will accelerate like that. I'm going to list all the battery information on everymandriver.com because I don't want to talk over your head and get all technical on you. And get this, the Soul EV has a max speed of 90 miles per hour. And according to Kia, it can go from 0 to 60 in 11.2 seconds. As far as fuel economy numbers, electric economy numbers, it's estimated at 120 miles in the city and 92 on the highway for a mixed number of 105. But a full charge will get you a range of around 93, so I don't know how those numbers work. This vehicle weighs 3,200 pounds and they recommend a fuel type. There is none. It's electric. Duh. Here's a look at your real-world backseat legroom and headroom. And I gotta tell you, lots of room back here for a guy who's 5'11". Look how much room I have between my knees and the back of the driver's seat, and this was my position as a driver up front. And look at that, a full fist, almost two of them side by side. That's a lot of great room. Headroom is just as impressive. I can get another fist and a half between my head and the roof line. Big open space in here. It reminds me of a large box, but with some nice amenities to it. I'm surprised. 4 O-blank handles all the way around. Again, no sunroof there, but that's fine. Nice accents here in the door trim with this white on gray. You got room here behind the driver's seat and passenger seat for some storage. There is no fold-down armrest in the back seat, but hey, you can't have everything, right? Or can you? Here's something cool that comes on the plus trim level that you don't have on the base trim level. You've got heated seats back here for the passengers. So in addition to having heated seats in the front, you have some heated seats in the back, and that controls right here on the door, plus a spot for a cup holder in both side passenger doors. So that's what it looks like back here. Let's take a look now at the cargo room and trunk space. Now, there are only two ways to open the trunk lid of the Kia Soul. There is no button just left of the steering wheel or down by your feet. Only two spots are one right here on the key fob. Now watch this. I press and hold that button down, the lights go off, but it doesn't raise on its own. It just means that it's unlocked, and that's when you put your hand down below here and lift it. Now behind this back row seats, not a lot of room, just over 18 cubic feet of volume. So I brought with me a 30-gallon storage bin to see if that would fit. I know the answer. And just to show you some demonstration purposes. And you know, it gets there and can't quite close it. It won't go all the way closed. So the good thing is we can fold these seats down and increase our cargo volume to 49.5 cubic feet of volume, and that also includes the storage below the floorboard. So now obviously we can get this storage bin back there, and you may notice a little bit there's some dirt here on the back seat area, and that's because I put my mountain bike in here recently and I was able to put it all the way in there. I took the front tire off, but it was able to fit. So you know, if you configure it just right, you can utilize the space back here for some storage, and that's just fine. By the way, the storage below this floorboard is where you keep your charging cable for the level 1, level 2, and that's where you keep that. There's also a cargo net right here, which actually comes extra, so that's below there. So there you go. That's a look at your cargo room and trunk space in the back of the Kia Soul EV. All right, as far as ride and handling in this hip urban crossover, I said jokingly to Melissa, this is a golf cart on steroids. I love the immediate torque, 210 pounds worth, as I mentioned, under the hood, and a very smooth and simple driving experience. It gets up and goes very easily. Going around corners, it's pretty stable for the most part. Steering is responsive and I think well weighted. Not too heavy, not too light. Now, some of the features I'm going to talk about here in the center stack were discussed in Melissa's driving review on the Every Woman Driver channel, and you can see a link to that in the description below. But one of the biggest things that I like the best is by pressing this EV button, and on this screen here, this huge 8-inch screen, is 6 different fields of data. One here on the far right shows your energy information, showing you how much battery you have left. The center top middle is my favorite because it shows where the closest station is to charge up for free. Then you have your overall range available. Then there's an eco driving icon. And probably one of the most intuitive is this EV settings. With it, you can get a warning if your battery gets too low. And one more thing, if you press the range icon here, you can see how far you can go with a map. Shows a circle, and if you were to go left, right, north, or south, you can see what your distance would be based on your current charge. In terms of charging times, you're looking at 24 hours with a level 1 charging input, and that uses a 120 volt outlet. You're looking at 5 hours with a level 2, and that uses a 240 volt outlet, and up to 80% charge using a level 3. That takes about 30 minutes. Now, if a vehicle is plugged in, you can see how fully charged it is by looking at these lights here on the dash. 1, 2, and 3, and right now I'm blinking at 2. When the vehicle is completely full, all 3 lights will be lit. The steering wheel mounted controls are straightforward, what you would see in every other Kia vehicle. And I really like the accent around the center stack here with this great information center. Some of the standard features not on the base but here in the Plus include aero windshield wipers, projection headlights, power folding outside mirrors, luggage net, cargo screen, leather trimmed seats, heated back seats, ventilated front seats, and a parking assist system with front and rear sensors. So the MSRP here in the 2015 Kia Soul EV is $33,700 in the base trim level, $35,700 with the Plus trim level. But you can get it around $25 grand if you take advantage of the federal tax credits available in California. It is definitely worth a look and a test drive. Until next time, I'm Dave Erickson with Everyman Driver. Thanks for watching.